the Master Practitioner level, it gets fun. That was phase 1. This is phase 2 of NLP. Real quickly, phase 2, we do conversational change. We teach you the skill of reframing. The skill of having a conversation with somebody, and before you know it, you're creating change in the person just by the conversation you've had. And all of a sudden they go, what happened? And you look at them and say, how about that old problem you used to have? How's it better now? And they go, what problem? You don't need to take them into a formal trance, formal induction. Conversational change. I've done this with coaching clients on the phone, just talking on the phone with them, having a conversation, and they change. They go through a major shift just because. We learn how to predict behavior based on the personality. You may have heard of meta programs, or Carl Jung, he did the study. We had the Myers-Briggs test originally. Well, Myers-Briggs was brought into NLP and expanded upon. There was originally 4 basic meta programs. Now we have, I think it's upwards around 20, and some people are even trying to say there's 60 meta programs. We learned the basic 19 to 21 meta programs. And once you know what somebody's program is, this is the way that they go through life to delete, distort, and generalize. When you know what their meta programs are, you can predict their behavior. Wouldn't that be useful for hiring employees, for finding out who you want to work with, for knowing who you're married to, for deciding who to date? Before I date somebody, I want to know what their meta programs are. I want to know how they filter their reality. Because how they filter their reality, if it's totally in conflict with mine, we're going to have problems. Second thing we do, you're going to learn what you value unconsciously. See, we all know, we think we know what's important, but there are unconscious values. Values are things that are important to us, right? Things that we go for no matter what. So imagine this for a second. You have 2 different people. One person, their top value, the most important thing in a relationship, or in life in general, is security. But somebody else, their top value is adventure, spontaneity, right? Do you think those 2 people are going to live different style lives? Do you think they might drive different cars? Do you think they might live in different types of houses? Different school district? Might do something different for a job, right? And what if they're married? How do you think that life would be? Chaotic. Just a little bit of conflict? Maybe a lot. So what we'll teach you is not only what your values are, what order they come in, but if they're not working for you, if you're security driven but you don't want to be because it always prevents you from having that fun, spontaneous life you want, we'll teach you how to shift your values around at an unconscious level. Because you can consciously say, I choose now to be more adventurous, but that doesn't do anything. At the unconscious level, we have certain submodalities. We have qualities of these values that are at the unconscious level. We'll teach you how to switch these around so your values move. That was probably one of the most important things that happened to me at Master Practitioner. When I went through my values shifting, changed everything. We just started our Master Practitioner today. It's March 8th. We started our next round today. Our next one's coming up in July. And most of the people that went through Practitioner are staying for Master Prac. And they're in for a treat. They're in for some fun. The next thing we do, vastly different, is values levels. Values levels is based on, if you've heard of maybe spiral dynamics or the Claire Graves value systems. Well, a lot of people, there's Claire Graves has an institute for values, and they teach 4-day seminars, and they charge about $4,000 or $5,000 for this, just to get values levels, just to teach somebody values levels. So we throw that into Master Prac free, and it's I think it's really important. We spend about half a day on values levels. When you get values levels, this is where people are in life, right? When you understand when somebody's a purple values level compared to an orange or a green, it's like things start to make sense. The world starts to make sense. Countries make sense. Couples make sense. Companies make sense. It starts to drill in. You go, oh, I get it. When you have that marriage, when the one guy's he's out there working corporate world, driven, let's succeed, make a lot of money, and the wife's out, save the whales. Can't we all stop polluting? Neither one of those are bad things, but they're different values levels, and they create conflict with each other. So when couples understand they're just at different values levels, when somebody transitions from one to another, we can get how to shift that, and we can get what that means. We also teach presentation skills. The basic presentation skills so you can get up and do a presentation like this. I mean, maybe not as good as this. No, okay. You'll learn presentation skills because some of the best marketing you can possibly do, we'd spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ads and newspapers and radio ads and things and get absolutely no results. I had a training in San Diego once. We spent like $4,000 on this little tiny newspaper ad. So I said, how many people came here for the newspaper ad? And everyone said, what are you talking about? The best way to market yourself is through presentation, through getting out there and talking to people. On Sunday, we'll talk about marketing a bit more in business, and I'll show you how to present yourself in a basic way here. At the Master Practitioner level, we actually get into the skills required for the marketing. We also teach the skill of success duplication. That's the basic skill, that's the first skill that NLP ever was, modeling. How to model somebody else, learn their strategies, learn their recipes for success, and duplicate it to create the same level of success. Wouldn't that be useful? At any other training, you'll get all of this. Some trainings do this separately. We always do it together. We teach master time techniques. So it has master time elicitation, master values, master. You really begin to just master the art of time techniques. We have drop-down techniques, things that won't quite make sense yet, but when you use them, you'll see the results and you just know. Trust me, you'll know. We also teach master hypnosis. We talked about Dave Ellman a bit. You saw me do some things up here earlier. We teach the rapid induction techniques of master hypnosis. How to specifically, a few different ways to bring someone down into trance like that. How to do an induction that lasts for 30 seconds up to a minute or 2 minutes, and they're out and they're down into somnambulism. At that level, we also teach you hypnoanesthesia. Sure, we did pain control this weekend, but to teach you how to actually do hypnoanesthesia, so you can do hypnobirthing, you can do a surgery with hypnoanesthesia. If you want to, you can go out there and teach doctors, dentists, anesthetists. You can teach these people how to use hypnosis and actually create a pretty lucrative career out of it. And again, no one else is doing this, but we add Master Success Coach, how to really, really achieve the highest levels of success for your clients. Coaching is different than being a practitioner. Usually at the master level, we didn't even put this in here, but at the master level, we need to learn a breakthrough session. People finish practitioner in phase 1, and they think, hang on a second, what exactly do I do now? Which technique do I use when? At the master level, we teach you a breakthrough session, which is what I normally see clients now for. Instead of charging a couple $100 an hour and seeing them for 1 hour for hypnosis, I usually see them through for a breakthrough session. And a breakthrough session lasts at least 4 hours, usually up to about 7 or 8 hours. In a breakthrough session, you use the art of NLP, time techniques, and hypnosis to magically and mystically help them to change, and you begin to just completely shift their lives around. I mean, this is something that they come through for a breakthrough session in one area of life, life is transformed, absolutely transformed. And you're compensated very well for it. Because based on your hourly rate, when we talk about what we can charge here as a hypnotist, it's a fairly decent rate. Well, as an NLP practitioner, you can charge about double that. And as a master practitioner, you charge even more than that. For an hour, I charge more than most CPAs, lawyers, doctors, anyone else. And that's what you can do right after the level of master practitioner. And times that by 8 hours, lucrative career. And you're transforming lives.